Yes, I am quite aware there's a candle in the corner. Hey guys, so this week's video is going to be a little bit lengthy. I hope you guys can bear with me. So this week I wanted to talk to you about going back to school. So I want to share with you guys some tips today that actually helped me survive high school. And these tips actually are really important, and a lot of kids don't know these tips. But if you use these tips, I guarantee you your high school education part of high school will be so much easier to deal with. My first tip is to sit at the front of the class, and I know this is kind of out of the norm for students because most people want to sit at the back of the class to chit chat, but if you sit at the front of the class, even with a friend, the teacher is automatically going to think you're here to learn, you're like a nerdy type person. Teachers want to see you get active in school. When you sit at the front of the class, it gives them the impression that you're there to learn, and you get on their good side automatically. First day, wow, could you imagine? Also, indirectly, you begin to focus more on what's actually in the lesson because the distractions, which are the kids in the back, are gone. And the teacher never really pays attention to you anyway because he's always paying attention to the kids in the back, chit-chatting. Arrive to class on time most days. And here's the tip on that. If you arrive to class on time most days, if you're late one day, the teacher's going to be more lenient towards you about detentions and all that. Most times you won't get in trouble. They'll just say, okay, that's fine, you're normally the good kid who shows up on time, which means you get to A, skip the detention, and B, don't get ridiculed in front of your peers about being late. Tip number 3, take notes. And when I say take notes, I mean take notes of the work. Don't just sit there like, yeah, whatever, I'll read it later, because let's be honest, you won't. Alright, you won't. I never did. You won't do it. Let's be honest with each other. This is the way internet people work. Teachers usually hint on important things for tests in the notes. This is why I'm saying be careful when you're taking notes. If a teacher repeats something or is pointing at it with a poker stick repeatedly, or speaks louder in front of you about this subject, it's probably going to be on test and it's important. You should probably highlight this with a highlighter, because I guarantee you this will save your butt when you go to a test and you go through your notes and then you say, oh yeah, this is important. Tip number 4, ask if electronic devices are allowed, because 9 out of 10 times teachers will actually allow you to have a laptop or a tablet in class to take notes with. It's actually, because we're born in a technological age, it's actually easier for us to type on a computer than it is to write notes. Now, I'm not saying writing notes is a horrible thing, but it saves you time and it actually preps you for university after, because most universities and colleges use laptops anyway. So if you can do that in high school, it's just going to make the transition easier for you, and it's going to keep you organized as well. Tip number 5, don't stress over your looks. You're at school. Most kids actually don't even really care about your looks, and the guys don't pay attention at all, okay? If you look at the grade 12s, if you're not a grade 12, and you've always wondered why they walk around in slacks with their hair up, that's because they have discovered the tendency that you don't really need to worry about your looks when you're at school. Everyone's moody, everyone's down, nobody wants to be there, so people aren't really picking on outfits and all that unless it's one of the super preppy girls, which everyone secretly hates. Pack a lunch, and I know this sounds like a stupid tip, but there are a lot of people in high school who actually just go out and eat elsewhere. So what I recommend is you pack a lunch most days. Now, I'm not saying never go out and eat with your friends or anything like that, but don't make it a regular occurrence. You'll save a lot of money in the long run, and it's just, you'll have more time to chit chat with your friends, and you won't be worrying about, am I going to be late for school? Am I going to be late for school? Unless you're one of those kids that don't care, but don't be that kid. Don't be that kid. The last tip I have for you is be polite to your teachers and get comfortable with them. A lot of teachers actually love the idea of their students getting comfortable in class and getting goofy with them. It makes them feel more comfortable themselves and feel like they're a good teacher and that the students really like them. So pleases, thank yous, just small interactions with the teacher actually really help to improve your relationship with your teacher. And also, like, if you get the chance, like, pull up a chair, get comfortable, throw your feet up, put your feet in the desk. Some teachers won't allow that, but most actually just kind of giggle and laugh about it because it shows that you're comfortable around them and it makes them feel good. And in turn, they're actually easier on marking your tests and horrible, like, mistakes. So that's all I have for you guys today. Those are my tips and tricks on surviving high school. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. It really helps out. And all my social media links will be down below, so come stalk me and become friends. I learned these tips throughout the years of high school, and I wish I had learned these sooner. I'm graduated now, so it doesn't matter. I won't be taking these. Well, I will be taking some of these into university, but professors are kind of a whole different story. So, for now, I'm just on a new journey in life, but hopefully these tips you guys put to good use, and trust me, they really do help out, and I'm not kidding. I wish I really knew these earlier. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully I'll see you all next week in my next video. Bye!